is during. Now, if you do your preparation well, then the during stage is very, very okay. All right. Like what's happening right now, right? It seems to be smooth because, there's a rhythm. Each one knows what they're going to do. And the important thing is to focus on the learner's experience. All right. That's during. The third is post. Now, post is important for virtual, because virtual is very, very fast. So we need to support our learners after the learning by doing various activities to make sure that the learning sticks. So these are some of the things that we do when we do virtual learning during the preparation stage, during the delivery stage, and after post. Yeah. And when we do these things, virtual can be as effective, if not more effective than face-to-face learning. All right. So that's my answer by taking you through three parts. Now let me demonstrate how I did that. Yeah, using by showing you visually what I did. So the question was, how do you make virtual learning effective? And I started off by saying, yeah, it can be as effective as face-to-face if we do things right at the preparation, during, and post. These are my 3 clock pegs. And then I went on to talk about each one by one. What I did in the preparation stage, what is important during the during stage, and what's important in the post stage. And then I did a recap, right? I recap and I reminded all of you about the 3 pegs I talked about, the 3 areas I talked about: preparation, during, and post. Why is this a useful structure? So this is 2 levels here. One is you've got the 3 parts, and then you need to put it in a way that conveys the idea. Announce is the opening, improvise is the body, recap is the close. So opening, body, close, just like in any conversation, right? In any communication, you need to have the opening, you need to have the body, and you need to have the close. How does announcing help you? Announcing help is very useful for you when you are asked a question. Why? Because when you're asked the question, what happens? Usually what happens is in our head, oh my God, we have a question. I need to answer this question very, very quickly. And what do? You start speaking. And when you start speaking, your speaking starts, right? Your brain is trying to find what's the next point I need to say. And sometimes they don't work very well because our brain, ladies and gentlemen, is not suited for multitasking. Okay, our brain can do only one thing at one time. It can either talk or think at one time. So by announcing, I am doing the thinking. I've told my brain, okay, Sham, you need to talk about it in terms of preparation, during, and post. Now my brain has done the thinking. I can now focus and relax and just go and speak what I need to speak. Okay, so there's the announce, improvise, and recap. This is just a second layer of how to think about your answer. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the clock plan, it uses the pattern of time and it works almost anywhere, right? Just talk about your experience in the webinar. You can talk about your experience before you joined in, all right? Now, what's your experience? And you could also talk about it after we finish this webinar in a short while, all right? It's a good plan to communicate change. When I first started training, when I started training in Singapore, and now as I have my own firm, all right? It also allows you to create action plans. What we're doing, what we did in this project at the start stage, what we're doing right now, and what we need to do in the next 2 to 3 months. Yeah, so it communicates action plans. Okay, so that's plan number 1, the clock plan. Let's look at plan number 2, the triangle plan. All right, and the triangle plan is an interesting one. It has two versions. Yeah, you can use what is called as aspects, or you can use what is called as perspectives. Let me give you an example of aspects right now. So aspects, if we are talking, aspects is an interesting one. It answers the question what. So what are 3 things I can talk about when I am discussing a chair? So you're looking at a chair, you're sitting on a chair. I can discuss its design. I can discuss its materials. I can discuss its price, okay? What if I'm talking about a book? I can discuss the content of the book. I can discuss language of the book. I can discuss genre, the type of book. Is it a romance book? Is it a mystery? Is it a science fiction book? Okay. If you're discussing a business unit, I can discuss in terms of its culture aspect, the work aspect, and the success aspect. Okay, so this one is you're separating ideas depending on the aspects or the what of the topic. Here's another version of the triangle plan, and it's perspectives, all right? Perspectives or viewpoints or opinions. So let's go with the same 3 topics. Chair. I can discuss it from the user's opinion, the manager's opinion, the buyer's opinion. Book. I can discuss it from the author's opinion, the editor's opinion, the reader's opinion, okay? Business unit, I can discuss it from the head of department's opinion, the internal stakeholders' opinion, and the external stakeholders' opinion. All right. This is about whose opinion. It's the same topic, but we have 2 ways to talk about it in the triangle plan. I can go either aspects, the what, the descriptor, how do I describe the thing, the topic, or I can describe the perspective of different stakeholders, of opinions of people, or point of view of people. So go ahead now, take one of the other. Don't do both. Take either aspects or opinion. If you were to say, tell me about yourself, what 3 pegs will you use? Tell me about yourself. If you're using the triangle plan, either aspects or perspectives, which one will you use? And what would be the 3 pegs? I'll give you 30 seconds to write down the 3 pegs. And let's see if anyone wants to share their 3 pegs. Can you just give me a second? I'm just going off video for a while. I need to make sure something's, yeah. Okay. All right, anyone would like to share their 3 pegs in chat so that we can have a look at it? Look at your pegs and see whether you're on the right track. Because just having these 2 plans can mean quite a lot of difference in the way you speak. Okay, anyone? Or would like to unmute and share it? Tell me about yourself. Kingwa, what would you use?
I would say the probably perspectives. Yeah.
And what would your 3 pegs be?
uh,